welcome into Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, and what do they mean to you? So I'm going to start out by describing, now I wrote down these energies, and the reason I've done that is because it is very mutable energy is being squared by Saturn, so I am not going to be able to focus. So if I am reading a lot, that's just the way that my Gemini rising can handle the square of Saturn. So in a solar eclipse, I want to tell you a little bit about it. In the solar eclipse, the moon passes between the sun and the earth and prevents the sun from shining. When the sun is in a new moon shadow, the new moon's energetic power overrides your ability to shine in the house that it's emphasizing. So that's just the event itself. So, without your sun shining, nothing would exist on this planet. And without your sun shining, nothing would exist in your immediate universe. So, since the solar eclipse represents new beginnings, it is time for your soul's deepest desires to transform and elevate you to the next level. So your ruler will square off with Venus in Aquarius, which is getting ready to move into Pisces. And Pisces is the end of energy, and you are the beginning of energy. So, as well as Mercury and Neptune are both in Pisces at the same time. Mercury is the way that you think. So, this masculine and feminine energy are fighting for dominance and control. Now, unfortunately, since so many of the planets is in water at the time of the solar eclipse, that means that you are going to experience a sudden flood of emotion. And when you are emotional, there's a couple ways that you deal with emotion. So, Mars wants to aggressively move forward. All the feminine energy wants to stand up and demand that you be sensitive to the needs of others. And some of you may feel like you hit a brick wall that came out of the blue. For some of you, there is a sense of, where's all this emotional ramification coming from? Why is everybody suddenly around me so deeply and harshly analyzing me and telling me that I'm responsible for their emotional states? Emotional issues move to the forefront of your mind, and for this especially challenging event, solar event, Pisces, is going to win. So you will have to deal with these emotional situations. Now, for some of you, since your ruler is squaring off with Neptune and Pisces, and this has to do with your mind, there's just a sense of frustration because the way that you're approaching relationships right now, because Venus is in Aquarius, is just very disconnected, and you're just into the fun, into the hope, into the forward movement. But there's this pull to the past, there's this need, this accountability, there's something that comes up that you have refused to see that actually is a block, either for you or significant people in your life that you need to karmically take care of in order to move forward and start that new beginning. So the special message from the universe during this solar event is water energy is going to flood you with emotion, and you may need to pull back and take some time alone to decipher all of this mutable energy. You're a fixed energy and you're fire-based. And so when you're caught in all of this water energy that's very turbulent, it's like you're on a wild ride right now that you can't control, and that's very frustrating. It makes you feel restless and debatable and furious that you can't have a more stable conversation with people about things that matter. So, patience is going to be the key to remaining sane in all this mutable energy. Remember that you're in either you are or somebody in your life is in a state of losing control. And so there's a sense of just the needing to be compassionate, which is all Piscean based. Opening your mind and probing into your deepest unconscious realms will flush this energy into old mental wounds that block your sun from shining. So this is karmic. This is stuff in our 12th house that we don't deal with on a regular basis. Since the flood is flooding for you, your 12th house, it's flooding all of this emotional baggage out into the opening. So opening your mind and probing your deepest unconscious realms will flush the energy out. It will also heal. The energy is it's like pure glacier water for you. But in order for that pure glacier water to go in and flood these old wounds and flood it out and give that just purity to whatever these issues that come up, There's a need to face and deal and acknowledge that what's being flooded out is something that you need to definitely take care of in order for this energy to truly manifest that new beginning. So there is a need to deal with something regarding a friendship, union, of partnerships that you silently suffer over. So this is something that I think you deal with here and there. You put it on the back burner and then you tend to your immediate needs. This is something that you need to karmically figure out for the next phase in your life. We tend to repeat the same issues over and over again if we do not learn them. So karma could be handing you the same issues over and over again. This is about facing karma and flooding that wound out and getting by it. This is something you may not even be aware of. It's something that you could have suppressed, the emotional impact that it had on you. Now, the new beginning in this, or what this all means, is that it's a time to expand your sensitivity. Intuition will protect you from making the same mistakes you made in your past. If you have embraced mental exploration into your 12th house, you will be able to begin a new cycle that no longer shackles you to the past. Even if it's only unconscious, even if it's repressed, it still blocks energy and progression. So you are soon going to get a better understanding of all this unpredictable energy. And as your clay starts to eventually take shape, so what's happened is you get flushed with water. And then in all of this energy, you're mutable, which is a lack of control, and you don't like that. And so, but if you were to look at this like, oh my gosh, I wonder what the clay actually molds me into, because it's probably going to be something beautiful. It is beautiful Piscean energy that is all about art, all about manifesting wisdom and potential. So it's something that will definitely improve you for the better. So let's talk about the lunar eclipse. Now, this is going to primarily and deeply affect cardinal signs that are in about 0 to 8 degrees in your cardinal sign, or any Aryan energy is going to be a cardinal energy that will be affected by this lunar eclipse. So a lunar eclipse is when the earth blocks the sun, casting a shadow over the moon. This astrological event is significant because your sun's desire to shine will override your emotional vulnerabilities, which means emotions on the back burner. There's an accumulative effect. You're done, and there's a need for your sun to fully shine again. And so this lunar eclipse is going to be in Libra, which combined with a powerful alignment at the same exact time, for you, this alignment is going to be in how you're perceived, when you meet somebody, what they see in you, your outward appearance. This has to do with how you identify yourself. So during this time, the sun will align with Mercury in Aries, merge in the way you think with what your heart desires on a very simplistic level. This is about immediate needs. So you are going to be feeling like you are on fire in this energy. There is support, divine support, for the way that you think and what you're aligning your heart with what you desire. You're ready to move forward in progressive fashion and feel immediate gratification. You will not hesitate in relationships or anything that you align your aspirations with. And you are ready to make your intentions known. This is about voicing your opinions. This isn't about silently suffering anymore, hiding and submitting to the fact you can't have something. This is about going and getting what you want and ending to the place you silently suffer in. You will not feel remotely hesitant about verbalizing every true intention you have. You can be a bit blunt and forward in this energy. In fact, you will be forward. If you desire something, you will want to aggressively pursue it. The only ending that I could see is an ending to suffering. You are done with feeling repressed. You have a strong desire to have a voice and create endings so that you can start a wonderful beginning. Anyhow, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful eclipse season, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on the next astrological event.